Welcome to Listen to Your Body, promoting good health both spiritually and physically. Here's your host, Violet.
CME family, CME, and this is Violet with Listen to Your Body, and welcome to another exciting broadcast on WONI Radio. And today we have another special guest. She's been in here before, but she's gonna be talking about what she's gonna be doing this coming spring. In April, so I'm very excited. As we live in this end of time, we it's definitely needed at this time, and so I just want to encourage the family to continue to support the radio station. Go to the number one nation Israel.com, and get the app for the One in Radio. I love to listen to the Bible, the audio Bible, just love to listen to that. And, the other station that's on there, the music, and just, so if the most impress you to support the station, is for a worthy cause, and it is reaching the four corners of the earth. So thanks, Brother Craig, for the work that the Father placed, in his heart to do, and him and his wife, and all those who are helping. So thank you, Brother Craig, for that. And if you have not visited the Brew Garden, go ahead and visit thebrewgardens.com and get your personal herbal needs. They have so much needs, on the Brew Garden. When I said needs, like stuff you could use in your home, like from sea moss, moringa powder, you name it, copper. It's just so many things on there, family. It's so beneficial for, for the body, to help with the immune system. So go ahead, family, go on the brewgardens.com and get your herbal needs and just your body care. It's so much on there. So go ahead, family. It's good for us to support each other. So I just want to go over the health principles with you guys, with the family. So new start, lifestyle change. Have to have a lifestyle change in these last days, family. So nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperament, fresh air, rest, and trust in the Most High. So, as the Father has called us out of darkness into His marvelous light, He's also giving us a new start in our lifestyle. So, as these showing us things that we need to do, like eating properly, going out there, identifying different herbs, so you could make medicines for your family, and your neighbor, just help each other. So He's giving us a new start. So, go to the Father and say, Father, show me how to implement these new start into my life, eat proper food, nutrition, drink water, walk, exercise, get sunshine that you need. Just go to the Father and He will show you. It will place people in your path, and just go there and just ask Him. Just go to the mercy seat and He will show it to you. Also, check out my YouTube channel, Listen to Your Body. I have a lot of recipes on there, family, that will help, in this journey as you, transitioning from, whatever you're at right now, to where the Father is leading you. So He's the one that's going to lead you. And He reaches where we are. So that's the loving Father we serve. He reaches where we are. So don't feel, discouraged if you fall. Just the Bible says a just man falleth 7 times and rise it back again. So the problem is when we stay down, So if we fall in this journey, a new start, you just brush yourself up and you just continue, We all, struggle. We're all at different levels. So continue as the Father is leading you, in the way that you need to go. So family, without any further ado, I'm going to introduce to you a special guest, Journei. Welcome, Journei.
Thank you so much. I am honored and grateful to be here with you all. My name is Journei Bimwala. I'm a family health and lifestyle development specialist. I'm a certified health coach, I am an Afro-roots herbalist, a health educator, and foraging practitioner. And one of the things one of the visions that I have is I'm in a place where I want to share my knowledge and information, plant identification, herbal medicine making, with you guys. We're in a time where these type of skills are very, very important, and I would like to empower every family who wants to take charge of their own health to become more informed, educated, and confident, and also skillful in the art of healing. Healing starts at home. We create the foundation of health through nutrition, right? The food that we eat and the various way we address the diseases and illnesses that we tend to suffer from. So I'm really happy to be here and happy to share my knowledge and the things that I do. One of the main things that I do is I have various programs that is all about connecting, families, every member of the families back to nature, where we can step outside, go into the woods, go into the park, go in our backyard even, and be able to look at plants and know exactly, okay, this is dandelion. Dandelion is really good at assisting the liver to detox. It's good for the blood. It's good for iron, all of these things, so that we can take a little more pride in and ownership in taking care of ourselves. So about foraging. Foraging is an art. It's something that all living beings really have access to and knowledge about, and we've lost that connection, right? We've lost that knowledge of natural healing herbs, and we lost our power and ability in being able to utilize those wild plants that are growing in nature in our backyard that we think are weeds or that we think are not good to use, right? That we'll kill off, we want to get rid of. Meanwhile, the same plant will go to the health food store and we'll purchase them and kill the one in our backyard or kill the one that's in our parks and in our woods and in our forests. So what I'm bringing here for you guys is just to inform you guys. I have a foraging program class that's coming up April 6th. It's going to be every Tuesday for the next 10 weeks, so it's going to cover the entire spring. Spring is a special time. Spring is the time for a new beginning. Literally, everything that comes up in spring is new, is renewed, right? The branches of the trees are not going to have buds, and then they're going to turn into leaves, and so on and so forth. So in herbalism, in healing, spring is also a time to detox, to do a cleanse. Usually people get excited about cleansing in January, right? It's like, oh my God, New Year's is starting, I got to do my cleanse, I have to do all these things. But out in nature, spring is a perfect time for that. Why? Because a lot of the plants that's going to be emerging from the ground, emerging from this long, cold winter, they're going to be coming out with the power, the energy, and, to cleanse our body. A lot of the plants that come out are detoxifying and cleansing herbs. So being in the flow with nature, we are going to go into all of that. We're going to look at, cleansing herb, detoxifying herb, how we can use these wild plants, to assist our bodies in getting better, in healing ourselves, identifying the plants, how to prepare the plant, because it's one thing to be able to know, like, okay, this is dandelion right here that I'm looking at, but what part of the dandelion is actually useful? What part of the dandelion can I actually make use of, right? But after that, it becomes the how. How would you prepare the dandelion? What is the best way to deal with the dandelion? What parts of the body will they help you heal? So we'll go through all of the preparation, the identification, we'll make herbal medicine together. I like to combine foraging and herbal medicine together because for me, they go together. If you're going to be bringing some plants, learn how to make herbal medicine. So I will walk you guys through and teach you guys how to make effective herbal medicine. So you guys will get a crash course on herbalism and how you can use it for yourself, for your family, for your communities. This is a very special time because things are changing. We already knew that from 2020 with the coronavirus, the pandemic that we are dealing with. Now we are in the second year. We're going into our second year of the pandemic. And we've all learned that taking care of our body is extremely important. We've also learned that we can always depend on the government, the healthcare system to know what to do or to address our issues. So what is the best way to do? Is for you to take your health into your own hands, taking ownership of your health. But in order for you to do that effectively, you have to know the what, the how, and the when, right? What can you use? How can you use it? What ways can you prepare it? And when can you use this herbal medicine? So that's when I come in, and the course is just the natural plan for fasting, cleansing, and detoxing. Many people fast, many people cleanse, many people detox. And not everybody knows the difference between fasting, cleansing, detoxing, what all of that stuff is about. So we will learn that during the 10-week course, right? Like I said, we're going to be there for the entire spring. So you get to really learn about all of the plants that grow in the early spring, in the middle of spring, and then in the end of spring. And all of those different parts, will bring us so many different knowledge and healing right along with it. By the time the course is over, you guys will have a lot of herbal medicine in your apothecary, in your cabinet, ready to be used. Why? Because we're going to be doing it together. We are going to learn together, and I will be there to assist you and guide you guys. So we'll make some tinctures. We will learn how to make some oxymel, oil infusion, some herbal vinegar. We'll look into salves, flower essence. There's going to be so many things that you guys are going to be able to benefit from. Now, that is one class, and that class is starting April 6th. I think it will be really a good investment for you guys to join, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's going to be a lot of restriction that's going to be placed on us, especially the population who don't want to get vaccinated, who don't trust the medical system. There's going to be a lot of restrictions. So if they're going to restrict us on the way that we move and what we can or cannot buy, what you want to have under your belt is the way to properly take care of your health, right? If you're sick, you know what to do. So that it's not like, okay, I don't want to go to the regular doctor. I don't want to take the vaccine, but yet I'm sick and my condition is getting worse and I have no idea how to take care of my body, how to heal myself, how to get better. I don't want you guys to be left out and not know how to and where to get the things that you need. You know what I mean? This foraging class, it's an opportunity for you guys to really harness everything within you, everything within nature, and everything that Yah is providing for us on a daily basis that we haven't really paid much attention to. And it has come down to this today. We have children, we have parents to look after, neighbors to look after. The proper way to do that is to get knowledgeable and learning how to forage these plants, learning how to detox and use them for fasting and use them for cleansing is only going to help you get to where you need to get to in terms of health faster. It will definitely give you a great sense of ownership, which is really what I'm pushing hard with, because I'm seeing way too many people who don't want to use the regular system, and by all means, I get it. You're absolutely right. But don't be left out with no other way of handling and taking care of your family's health. Emergency happens. You need to know what to do in an emergency. Even if, God forbid, the health food store is closed, you can't go to the health food store and order the herbs that you're used to ordering. You can get on Amazon or whatever other places you order your herbs in. Now you have no access to that. But if you know how to forage, you're not going to panic because you'll be like, you know what? I can't have I can't order anywhere, and the stores are not accessible to me. But you know what? I have a backyard. There's a woods that's not too far from me. There's a forest not too far from me. There's a park. Wherever there is dirt and green growing from it, there's going to be plants that are edible and that are medicinal that you are going to be able to use. These are the exact same plants they sell us and they use to make medicine with. These are the same herbs that experienced herbalists create medicine with that will buy the health food store. So why not have that knowledge under your belt so that you too can use it? So that's what this class is all about.
Yes, family, it's going to be, very useful, helpful. It's going to be, like Journei said, it's to help yourself, your family, your neighbors, just family, sign up for the class. I was reading an article today, and I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it talks about the president want everyone, all the adults to be vaccinated by May. And also they're going to be they did a poll, and it's going to be and people that are vaccinated already, they said that the unvaccinated people should stop going to work, stop going to public setting, stop restriction and traveling. So family, we are in the time that we really need to prepare, and it's not to fear anyone, but to be prepared, to be ready to prepare. So when that time is here, we already have stuff to help us, help the family, our medicine that we need, because there's going to come a time the hospital are going to be full. I'm somebody sick at home. How do I take care of them in emergency? So this is what Journei going to be teaching in this class, how to prepare ourselves in crisis, in times of need. So family, this is something you need to be investing, and it's really it's a need right now. It's not an if and a but. It's a need right now that we need to learn how to forage, to get ourselves ready, for the coming crisis.
We definitely need to, and you also get the chance to kind of learn the safetiness that comes with it, right? Places that are better to forage than others where you should completely stay away from. So you will have that information as well as to where to forage, how to forage, the safe place versus an unsafe place. You'll have that information. And with all of this restriction that's happening, a lot of time the people who are getting vaccinated, let's be honest here, they are upset. They're upset that although they have their vaccine, they still have to social distance. They still have to wear masks, So in return, they want all the unvaccinated people to be restricted because they want their vaccine self to have some kind of authority, some kind of privilege. Because right now they have no privilege. We're all the same. We all have to social distance. We all have to wear the mask. We all have to do all of these things. So we have a lot of things that are coming against us. And one thing I've learned throughout the coronavirus situation is don't panic. Don't panic. You have to remain calm throughout this whole situation and think clearly, because everything else that is outside is to get us to be really hyper, to be in the state of fear. And when we are in the state of fear, we make a lot of that decision out of fear. All right? So they're going to use a lot of that. We have to stay calm and get whatever skills we need to have on hand so that when we don't have access to something, it doesn't feel like we're being restricted. You stopping me from going to go. You know what I mean? So we just have to be in a mental state of being prepared. And as things are coming towards us, you know, we just adjust accordingly, but not out of fear. Not out of fear. Don't let, you know, the noises, you know, on the social media get you. Don't let the noises on the news and everything else. They're going to hype everything else to get what they want, which is for everybody to be vaccinated. Take ownership over your health and the health of your family. The decision we are making today with this is going to speak volume with the health of our future generation. Because what you learn in this class, you can pass it down to your child. You know, you can teach your child how to properly look out for their health. What herbs to take, what herbs to not take, what food to eat when you're sick, and what food not to eat when you're not, you know, when you're not sick. Vice versa. This information, it is a life saving, but it is also something that needs to be passed on. We don't have that information anymore because down in our history, it became a life and death to be able to practice natural medicine. Now we have to take it back. We have to take it back. Our ancestors were able, from the beginning of time, to treat themselves using nature and all of the herbs and all the plants that is accessible. So we need to get back to that and learn about what is actually accessible to us through nature. One thing we can trust God. We can trust that everything that is growing and that is coming from nature, we already know it is coming from God. We already know that there is nothing that is going to be given to us through Him that is not going to be good. It is for us, but we have to learn it, right? Because if it's there and we don't use it, we don't know it, it can't serve us. So if you guys are interested and want to know more and would like to sign up and if you see any other classes that I have, you can send me an email at natureclassroom1 as the number 1, right? natureclassroom1 as the number 1 at gmail.com. And I will send you guys the link to register and to look at what I'm offering. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown so you know what to expect. So I'll, besides the Nature Plan for Fasting, Cleansing, and Detoxing program, I also am doing a whole food herbal medicine course, which is also 10 weeks. And for the whole food herbal medicine, with that I'm taking what you learn in the foraging course a little bit deeper, meaning when we fall ill, when we are sick, there are certain do's and don'ts when it comes to nutrition. You cannot eat the same food that you was eating before you got sick, because you got sick under that nutrition. So when you are sick and let's say you have, for example, if you are suffering from diabetes, you have to change your diet because it's your original diet that led you to this point. If you have a cold, a fever, you cannot eat the way you was eating prior because you want to give your body the fuel and the nutrient that's going to assist the body in getting better. So in the whole food herbal medicine, we're going to look at nutrition and how to incorporate meals, in the best way to incorporate meals and what meals to put together for the time that we are ill, the time that we are sick, the time that we are not feeling well, as well as some herbal medicine to use right along with it for that. Because herbal medicine is plant medicine. Food is plant, right? I say food is your medicine. Well, that's what we're going to learn about in here, proper nutrition and proper herbal medicine and what to make during those incidents. Every time someone in my family is sick, I immediately change their diet to fit what they have going on to help the body. Sometimes you can't eat solid food, right, depending on how sick you are. Sometimes you can't eat solid food. But what type of solid food you're going to feed the person? What type of non-solid food are you going to feed the person during their downtime? It's really important to know these things, so you will learn that as well. So that is another class about nutrition and herbal medicine, and we will be making things as well, such as learning how to make our own vinegar. You know, you can buy apple cider vinegar, but knowing how to make vinegar is even better, because when we buy vinegar, you only come up with the apple cider vinegar, the one with the mother. But wouldn't it be awesome to be able to create your own type of vinegar? It could be an herbal vinegar. It could be a fruit vinegar, homemade. You know, nothing trample that. You will learn how to make some stocks, how to grow some microgreens, the importance of having microgreens in your house and how to use them. You know, we'll look at beverages, seasoning, vegetable broth, all of these different things that you can use and take advantage of to really boost your health and help you heal faster. Another class that I'm offering is called Herbal First Aid. We all know about having a first aid kit, right? A typical first aid kit is whatever we buy from the store that has all of the gauze, the alcohol, wipes, all of these different things in here. But with the Herbal First Aid, with that, we are going to be making herbal tinctures, herbal extracts, herbal remedies that can be used for, you know, emergency situation under first aid. If something is happening and you call the ambulance, there are things that you can do until the ambulance, you know, gets to you, or until you get to the hospital when it's one of those situations where you need intervention, right? So learning what those things are, learning what to do during an emergency. If you're out in the woods, you know, you're just hiking and you're taking a stroll, but you didn't have any first aid on you, being able to know the plants that surround you that you can use while you're out to help and assist you in dealing with the burn or the bruise or the cuts, you know, infection, all that bleeding that can happen. So just having a first aid kit that is made of predominantly herbal remedies, but it is also very efficient, okay? So that's what we're going to learn, how to respond to emergency situation when conventional medicine is not available and help is on the way. So that is one cause, especially with respiratory issues. Some of us have a lot of respiratory issues. We have to learn how to deal with those things, you know, when it's an emergency, right? Because remember what I said, we don't want to be in a panicky state. We don't want to be in a fearful state. We want to be calm, but we want to be prepared. If you're prepared, you have this information, you will be able to move through things a lot easier, right? And you'll be able to make better decisions because you are well informed and well equipped.
Yes, and remember, family. So Journey, if I live in the Caribbean or Europe, can I still join the class, or just for the U.S.?
Absolutely. So it doesn't really matter where you're at, whether it's country or a different state. It doesn't matter. You can still learn the class. You will still be able to make everything that everybody else is making. Each one of us will have access to various herbs, right, because we live in different places around the world. So that actually makes it even more informal, more educational, because we get to see and learn about other plants and herbs that are growing in other parts of the world that we need to be aware of as well. A lot of plants are a little bit everywhere. There are some plants that are common almost all throughout the world, right, because we spread the seeds of various plants everywhere we went to. So there's going to be a lot of plants that we all are going to have in common, and there's going to be some plants that we're not going to have in common. But that's the beauty of it. You know, we get to see the awesome medicinal benefit that comes from all of these sources.
Yes, yes. So, just family. Like I said, you know, Journey, repeat that your email again.
Nature Classroom 1 as the number 1 and not ONE. Just Nature Classroom 1@gmail.com.
Okay, so family, so you hear that email address. So go and sign up, to take this class for the springtime. And family, just remember, y'all have not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and of a sound mind. So it's gonna be exciting class, and I can't wait to join. I will be joining this class as well, so I'm very excited to join this class. So I want to thank you, Journey, once more for sharing the knowledge that y'all's given you, and with these people in this time. So thank you once more for coming on, and just sharing your knowledge once more.
Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative and grateful to just have this platform and just to be able to come in and share what I have with you all. I am very, very thankful for this.
Yeah. So, family, thank you once more for tuning in. And just remember, family, beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayst prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. See me, family, and I will talk to you in the next broadcast. See me.